there's another spot.
Oh.
Where there's fun, there's Kool-Aid. Because every sip is full of flavor. Kool-Aid, have some fun.
Whoops. Back. Oh. Okay, so two really simple executions in print and TV that we think work across the marketplace. I'm going to show you some results. This is in the Hispanic market, and Nielsen IAG, I'm sorry, I always say AIG. IAG does our tracking for us, and in market what we found was that general recall, brand linkage, and likability was, and these numbers are significantly above norm, and purchase interest is at norm. And I have to tell you, we're really, really happy with this. It's really hard in the refreshment category to go, to get to norm and go above norm. So we're on the right track with this strategy. We have invested heavily. More than 50% of our spending this year is against Hispanics, and we're going to repeat that next year. In fact, it might be a slightly larger percentage. So we are committed to the Hispanic market in Kool-Aid, and we're looking to expand beyond Kool-Aid into other refreshment beverages.
Great, thank you. So Gustavo and Luis Miguel, if you want to.
This is all the slides we have.
Good.
We're going to talk a little bit about State Farm and Get Your Better State, the campaign that you guys might have been seeing now on air, digital, and newspaper, some other areas out of home. I think that the big challenge is 18 months ago, DDB Chicago lost the assignment as the, if you want to call it, the lead agency on the State Farm business. And when I joined, part of the only assignment that I was taking care of at that time was we need to get that responsibility back. And there was a great opportunity, timing and everything, to take to the client a good idea that could serve as an umbrella for everything that they were doing. And at that time, AMO remained as the lead agency on the Hispanic side, so they were not in trouble, if you will. But besides understanding a little bit better this category, we call the insurance businesses like the new beer category. And actually, my creatives are beer creatives. They come from the beer industry. So we understood, we thought that was our approach, that this is a very competitive, highly demanding category, a lot of he said, she said things. And we needed to bring an idea, an umbrella idea that could work across different media, different cultures and everything. But the way we approached it was very, I think, different from not only DDB Chicago, but for a lot of other general market agencies. And coming from a Hispanic agency for me was a little bit of a new territory. How do I handle this? Because I could make the mistake of trying to do too much on the Hispanic side, pushing it, making it even too strong part of the process. But also, I didn't want to walk away from the responsibility of making it part of the intrinsic part of the business. And the way I worked with Luis Miguel's team was very rewarding and very interesting. Not only in the presentation itself, where his team was there and we were able to present this 14 times inside State Farm, and his team was there participating. But the way we built this idea, Get Your Better State, I'll tell you, the first draft of the brief actually came from Vicky, part of his team, because she and I work as one team. There was no distinction of you are from Alma, you are from DDB. And I'm always, since I was at Lapis, I always was a firm believer that if you do your job well, you're going to find some room for you in the business. And it's a really interesting project now, this DDB Alma work. And Alma has a long experience also with McDonald's and DDB. But we need to start looking into the intersection of these two, not as a problematic territory, but as a rich territory where both agencies can benefit from and can produce good work. Does that make sense? So do you want to say something before I show the work? So I'm going to show just two spots, just to give you a sense of what the work is, if you haven't seen. One, you probably have seen more times than you actually should. It's already been on air for a long time. And then I'm going to show you another spot that captures also the essence of Get to a Better State. It's not on air yet. It should hit the airwaves this coming weeks. But just takes advantage of our heavy sports media. So if you're a football fan, you might recognize the celebrity that we are using. And this is part of the breadth of the campaign that we work together, is give us a platform where we can use celebrities if we want, but it doesn't depend on celebrities. And it so far has been very rewarding, results have been excellent, to say the least. And but we also think that Get to a Better State is a platform that can allow us to go years and years and years and years, maybe another, just do it like Nike, and using different moods, different angles, different storytelling, and that, fortunately enough, fits every kind of message that we want to. I'm going to show you these two spots.
So your policy looks good. Is there anything else?
Why'd you buy my husband a Falcon?
Thanks for the Falcon.
I didn't buy anyone a Falcon.
Sure you did. You saved us a lot of money on auto insurance. I used that money to buy a Falcon. Ergo, you bought me a Falcon.
Should got a Falcon.
Most people who switch to State Farm save on average about $480. What they do with it, well, that's their business.
Oh, that explains a lot, actually.
Another reason people switch to State Farm.
I could have got a Falcon.
Get to a better state.
Sofía, ¿qué puedo hacer por ti?
Ay, Maylin, muchos dependen de mí. Mi hijo, mi mamá en Colombia.
Aaron, you're all set.
Great, thanks. Mike, thanks for doing that discount double check. You saved us hundreds.
What was that? The discount double check? It's when we comb through your policies to make sure that you're getting all the discounts you deserve.
No, I get that part, but you guys are doing my move.
The discount double check move?
It's my touchdown dance.
So you're a dancer?
No, I'm a quarterback. Oh, quarterback.
Whoa.
I'm a robot.
Where's your finger?
Get out of here.
Aaron Rodgers got his. How about you?
Rodgers! Discount double check!
Get to a better state. State Farm.
So, go ahead.
Anything else?
No, not yet. Not yet.
Well, for us at Alma, it's been great to have a great partner in Gustavo. Obviously, you know, he is vested. He understands the Hispanic market. We've been the agency for State Farm since '98, and when we started, the brand seemed very aloof. It didn't seem relevant to Hispanics. In fact, back then, they were the number 5 insurance company, at least on auto, and they're now number 1. It's been an incredible journey. We worked very closely with them, not only in terms of advertising. We had a very interesting branded content program with a band that we created called Los Felinos, and we narrated their story. And you know, the last 18 months, we've been working on this campaign that from the get-go was very relevant to our target. You can say that Hispanics live in a constant state of betterment. And of course, the line lost a little bit of the proprietariness, you know, get to a better state. But we capture the essence. The line in Spanish is mejora tu estado, which is very relevant. You know, it's small steps. And, you know, we value values. And we try to capture the trust and those values, the honesty, the transparency that State Farm conveys, and break away from the price war. The reality is that the insurance category has become a very aggressive, very retail-oriented category. And we found an opportunity to develop a campaign. It was kicked off with a spot that was more anthemic, that talked about this constant search for betterment. And then we launched a couple of spots, which I'll share with you. And we figured that celebrity usage, borrowing a little bit of the beer category, trying to stand out, was an interesting way to go. And we looked for celebrities that were very relevant in the Hispanic market. Yes, Spanish media is alive and kicking, and for those who question the validity, I think the ratings are there, and the industry is doing great in spite of the recession. But these two spots had the potential of crossing over. They're Spanish versions, but Sofia Vergara, from Modern Family, and Carlos Ponce, who was even on Couples Retreat, are very relevant celebrities in our world, but they have the potential of becoming mainstream celebrities, pretty much like what's happening out there. We tried to capture the essence of the celebrities. We poked fun, it was kind of fun-loving with Sofia and her acting abilities. And with Carlos Ponce, it was more about his looks, but almost that naive side to him. So these are the two spots.
Sofía, ¿qué puedo hacer por ti? Ay, muchos dependen de mí, mi hijo, mi mamá en Colombia, mi equipo. Y la gente cree que por ser famosa puedo comprarme lo que quiera. Puede que sí, pero aún así tengo que cuidar cada centavo. Ayúdame.
Sofía, estás actuando, ¿verdad?
Sí, pero igual yo necesito ahorrar.
Mira, ahorrarías mucho más combinando las pólizas de carro, vida y casa.
Otra razón por la cual las personas se cambian a State Farm. Mejora tu estado. State Farm.
Ay, no me lo puedo creer. Ay, no.
Perdón, chicas, no sé qué pasó.
Carlos Ponce.
¿Están bien?
Tranquilo, tan solo tomamos unas cuantas fotos y se las mandamos directamente a mi agente de State Farm.
Claro, como una línea directa para que te ayuden.
Ana, ya te hice el reporte.
¿Sí?
Solo faltan las fotos del auto.
Ok.
Otra razón por la cual más personas están con State Farm.
Hay que sacarse más fotos.
Ya, pero ¿y el auto?
Again, a unique way of communicating the benefits, the importance of the agent, the importance of bundling auto and home insurance, but in a fun way, in a way that stands out, through the clutter of a category.
Great, thank you.
Great.
For that.
Thanks, Luis. Hi, everybody. So first, I think it's pretty cool to be on a panel that's called Culture, the New Brief. Like, it is high time, so it's exciting for us as La Comunidad as a kind of the dark horse independent agency, so I'll certainly let the big network agencies speak to models. What I thought I'd speak today is really very little and just show you a lot of work. For us, culture is a word that, it's one of those words people toss around easily and they nod in earnest agreement like they get it. Words like engagement or relevance, you don't really know what they mean. You add race, language, now they really nod because, yeah, I get it, I can see it now. But in many ways, we think culture that's why it matters, because it's really not obvious at all. You have to really work to get to its core. So rather than try and talk you through, I thought we'd walk through a bit of how we view culture, beginning with a snapshot at Latin America, specifically Mexico, of how we source culture. So you'll see a snapshot of that we did for some brand. Then we're going to cross the border to U.S. and see the snapshot of culture in U.S. Hispanic, how we adapt it. And then finally, in the general market, how we believe culture speaks to today. Okay?